Gemini, hello. How are y'all doing? It's time for your June 2022 main monthly reading. Okay. So this is the monthly reading for June. There will be bonuses and extended readings and all that good stuff too, but this is the first highlight of the month. Okay. So we're going to be doing past person, singles, and new person. So let's jump straight into the past person first. If you're not dealing with or inquiring about a past person, this is not for you. So let's look here and see the energy between Gemini and the past person. How's the energy looking for June, universe? How's the energy looking for Gemini and the past person? Remember, if you would like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. That right there will tell you everything you need to know. Oh, you know what? Oh, no. Okay. So this is going to sound like specific, and I don't want to narrow it down and get too specific. I might try to see if I can spin this another way, but the first immediate message that hit me as soon as I seen the spread. This person has been waiting. They've been waiting until they're with somebody else before they reach out to you. It almost kind of feels like they want to hurt your feelings, you know? They want to hurt, like the picture that they have in their mind is that they want to see your reaction to them being with somebody else. Isn't that shady, man? That's some shady shit, boy. I'm telling you though, look, Temperance reversed, Knight of Swords, Two of Cups, Three of Cups reversed. Thank you for that super chat. Soul Fit Counseling. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. That I feel like that's now this isn't the official spread for their actual intentions, but that is a big intention that I'm getting right here. That's what their plan has been. Now we'll dig a little bit deeper into it. Are they actually with somebody else? Or do they just want you to think that? You know, I don't really know, but let me see if I can get some clarification here. Is there any other way to spin this story? Any other way to spin this story? Nine of Pentacles reversed. Somebody could have been taken advantage of with this situation. Some of you could have been dealing with a gold digger. Ace of Swords. I really can't figure out a different way to spin this. That's the only message that I'm seeing coming through here. That they want to see your reaction to them being with somebody else. That's what they want to see. I feel like they're fantasizing. They're fantasizing about it, you know? Okay, well, let's dig their energy up a little bit more. I did not expect that. Doing what I do, my intuition without the cards is about 85% accurate. Not as accurate as the cards, but usually most of the time I get the answer before the first card hits the table. So I already have a general idea of where it's going, usually about 80% of the time. I did not expect that though. That kind of blindsided me. I was not expecting that. All right, well, let's look at this person's true energy, their true intentions, and how they really feel about you. How's this past person really feel about Gemini, universe? What's their true feelings for Gemini? The Hierophant. Hang on, I feel like there's more to it than that. See, Seven of Cups reversed. They really can't find nobody to get you off their mind. That's not the way it works anyway. I don't know who needs to hear this. But going and jumping into a new relationship strictly to distract you from your heartbreak from another relationship is vibrationally and energetically identical to running to the bar and getting drunk because you can't handle your stress. Same thing. It's the exact same thing. Yeah, they still got feelings for you. I knew it. I knew it. Yep. Could be another Gemini for some of you, but I mean, with the Queen of Cups next to the Gemini card, which is the Lover's card, what does that tell you? They still feel a really intense connection, and they're thinking back to the good old days. They do miss the good old days, man. They want to move on from this. They want to move on from this. If they had the opportunity to rub a magic lamp and have a genie grant them a wish, they'd be like, turn my feelings off. I don't want to be in love with Gemini anymore. I want this connection to go away. So they're pretty much just trying to ignore it and like pretend that it never happened, trying to bury it, you know? Thank you, Rabbi, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Ooh, they're putting on a show for you too. Ha ha. They are putting on a show just for you. So they keep a very close eye on you. Okay. And usually, whenever you keep a real close eye on somebody, you kind of assume that they're keeping an eye on you too, right? Or at least that's usually what the thought process is. So just in case you're keeping an eye on them, they're putting on a show for you. They're putting on a show just for you. They want you to think that they are just doing fabulous in life. They are just doing fabulous. They've moved on. They're doing good in a new relationship. So happy, you know. But in actuality, that's the truth right there. That's the truth right there now. Yup. It sure is. Okay. I feel like this is definitely going to need some advice, but we're going to look at the outcome first. Outcome first. Oh, look what fell on the floor. The Eight of Cups is the only card that fell face down on the floor. I'm going to put this back in the deck just in case. If it's meant to be in the reading, it will come out. Trust me. All right. What's the outcome? Well, outcome. What's the outcome? What is the outcome? Ba-doom-doom. What's the outcome here? King of Wands. That kind of feels like your energy, honestly. See, the thing about like the kings and queens and whatnot, especially when it comes to looking at some type of action-based scenario, yeah, he ain't doing much. He's just sitting there, chilling. He's not taking any action. See what I'm saying? All right, one more. Yeah, see? So as far as this person goes, I feel like they are still just trying to ignore the situation, pretend that it never happened. 10 of Cups reversed. They're keeping a very close eye on you, but they're not making any movement. They're not taking any action. Why not? Why will this person not take any action towards Gemini? Why not? The Empress. 6 of Swords reversed. They want to know. They don't know. They don't know where you stand and how you feel about them. So I feel like this has a lot to do with like pride, you know, pride and ego. Because in the nightmarish scenario that you find out I'm still in love with you, if you turn out to not be in love with me, well, that would just make me look like a dipshit. Can't have that. Can't be looking like a dipshit. You know. So until I know how you feel about me, zip, you ain't gonna no, you ain't gonna see nothing in regards of my emotions until I find. Now, if I find out you have feelings for me, then that's another thing, you know. Thank you, Chuck, for that super chat. Thank you, appreciate you. Okay, let's get the advice. I still, you know what though? The way this energy feels, the way this feels to me, I'm really not 100% convinced that this person actually would try to work things out, even if they did find out you had feelings for them. You know what this feels like? It feels to me like that would give them an ego boost and they would string you along. That's what that feels like to me. What's the advice? 7 of Swords reversed. Oh, you know what that means, right? Hang on. Hold-y-do. I'm in the flow, yo. Ooh, 9 of Cups, though. Okay. So at some point between now and the rest of all eternity, you all are going to need to engage in some kind of conversation. At some point. I really personally don't feel like it should be anytime soon. I don't. But I do feel like a conversation is going to need to be had between the two of you. What I would honestly do if I was you, you know what this means? You know what this means? Work on finding a strong enough sense of emotional integrity that this person would not be able to trigger you. Okay? Thank you for the super chat. NS, thank you. Appreciate you. Do not allow this person to trigger you. Okay? I would work on as much healing and I would do as much energy work right now as I possibly can. Okay? What would it feel like? This is what you want to be thinking about right now. What would it feel like to not really care about that person? What would that feel like? See, I'm not saying stop caring about this person. I'm saying you want to get to a point where you could talk to them and they would have no effect on you. You know? They would have no effect on you. You can't manipulate me because I don't really care, you know? So, but I do think a conversation is going to need to be had. The next time y'all talk, make them have to get to know you all over again. That's how much healing and evolving you need to do. And that's really not as daunting of a task as it sounds. It's actually pretty fun. There's no greater feeling in the world than talking to somebody from the past who thinks they got a real good idea of who the hell you are. And then when face to face with you, they're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Don't even know how to respond to you, you know? It's fun. I love it. I love it. All right. Now we're going to take a look at the Geminis who are single and interested in somebody. Yes, I don't know what any other readers out there do, but when I do this, I put the intention into it that there's somebody you're interested in. If you're not interested in anybody at all, I can't promise you much with this spread right here, with this part of the reading. Let's look at the energy between single Geminis and the person they're interested in. Let's see how the energy's looking. Ooh, 2 of Cups. You connecting with somebody, though. You connecting with somebody. Yeah, you sure is. You sure is. Seven of Cups reversed. A Star card. So I see that, like, you are, like, into this person, aren't you? You may be kind of wanting to keep your options open, But the more time strings along, the more you don't care about nobody else. For whatever reason, this one person has captivated all of your attention. Okay. Um, This is confusing to me. Page of Cups, Ten of Swords. What? I mean, what is that all about? You about to give up hope, waiting for this person to acknowledge you? Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reversed. So it almost kind of feels like you're a little bit too scared to speak up. Feels like you're a little bit too scared to speak up and say anything. And I don't know why. Why is Gemini not speaking up and taking action? King of Pentacles. Are they a little bit intimidating? A little bit intimidating, a little bit hard to read, especially if it's somebody at the workplace. I know that's not going to be everybody, but if you're dealing with somebody at the workplace, you're probably having a really difficult time being able to differentiate whether or not this person is into you or if they're just being nice to you because they're trying to keep the work environment professional, and I don't know. I just feel like you're having a really hard time reading this person, a really hard time. So you're kind of staying back, like Tower card. Okay. Well, let's see how they feel about you. Let's see how this person feels about you. I love this deck. The Everyday Witch. One of my favorite decks. For those of you who don't know much about me, I'm all the way Rider-Waite, baby. I'm all the way Rider-Waite. I mean, I know that's not very popular in the tarot community, but I just think that the classic simplistic shit is the best to me. But I would have to say that this is probably the furthest away from the Rider-Waite that I actually really, really like. I really like it. I don't know why I felt the desire to tell y'all. I guarantee you there's one person watching this wondering, what decks is he using? That's the Everyday Witch. Everyday Witch. Anyway, sorry, I sidetracked. All right, let's see how this person feels about Gemini. How does this person feel about Gemini? What do they think about you? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What do they want from this connection? Seven of Cups reversed. I almost am kind of feeling like they may, like dating and relationships may be like the last thing on their mind. Kind of feel like that thought hasn't even crossed their radar, Three of Pentacles reversed. Uh-oh. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody that's already married. I know that's not going to be everybody, but I had to throw it out there because I know there's at least one of you. At least one of you dealing with somebody that's already married. But even if that's not the case, I don't think that it's ever crossed this person's mind. I don't think that it has. Let me dig a little bit deeper here. Four of Pentacles reversed. Star card again. That was in the last spread. Okay, so they do feel a connection. They do feel a connection. But they feel a spiritual connection. I don't think that the thought of this becoming an emotional connection has really crossed their mind. I really don't think that it has. Two of Pentacles. They might. Look, I'm trying to figure out why this person has no idea that you're even into them. You haven't said nothing? Like nothing. Nothing. They haven't even hinted at it. Like, have you just literally kept it so quiet that this person hadn't even thought about it? That's the only thing I can gather from this, because they do feel a connection. They feel a really strong connection, And I do think that they They acknowledge it as being a stronger than average connection. But I just don't think that for whatever reason, they've even taken into consideration an emotional connection, you know? This is going to take some advice. This is going to take some advice. Let's see if there'll ever be any kind of outcome. Ever be any kind of outcome with this situation? Will there be any kind of outcome? Outcome, what's the outcome? King of Wands. What did I just say about this dude a minute ago? He's not very action-packed. He's just sitting there, chilling. Okay, so for those of you who came to this reading wondering whether or not the person that you're interested in is going to ever like make an offer, no, I don't think so. Nope, I don't. I do see you though. This looks like your energy here. This looks like your energy. Are you like obsessively stalking this person? Do you obsessively go through their social media and keep tabs on them? But I'm not saying them taking action. I'm not. Nope. See, Hangman. It's gonna take some advice. What's the best advice? Best advice. The best advice. The Moon card, Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, so if you absolutely refuse, for whatever reason, to make the first move, you might want to just get over it. I don't know any other way to word it, dude, because I don't see this person doing anything. I don't. If you want this to go anywhere, you need to make a move. But, and I was about to say this too, and the card jumped right out. For those of you who are dealing with somebody who is already married, no. Okay? No. All right, but if you want this to go anywhere, you're going to have to make the first, put the ball in their court. Put the ball in their court, or this ain't going nowhere. All right. New person. If you're not interested in dealing with or inquiring about a new person, this is not for you. That deck said no. Good old Gilded. Nah. All right, let's look at the energy between Gemini and the new person. Uh-oh, very sexual. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. But this is starting off very heavily sexual. There could be some substance abuse problems in the mix. Possibly. Doesn't have to be. That devil energy can manifest itself in many, many, many different ways. But among the most common, lots and lots and lots of sex and substance abuse. All right, Sun card reversed. Ooh, okay. You're developing really strong feelings for this person. But I feel like you have a fear of abandonment and a fear of rejection. And some of you are like anticipating the worst case scenario. So you're torn between wearing your heart on your sleeve and like locking your heart up in a dungeon. You know, I just feel like a lot of you are anticipating the worst case scenario. So for those of you who came to this reading wondering whether or not the new person is about to ghost you, no, I don't see a worst case scenario happening. However, I also don't really see a lot of improvement throughout the month of June either. I don't really see things moving very quickly up to the next level, whatever that level may be. Wherever you all stand right now, which for those of you watching the playback of this, this is being recorded in the last week of May, but I see kind of a flat line, you know? I see kind of a flat line. Wherever you all stand, you know, as far as the energy of the connection, I see that continuing way through the month of June. Ace of Swords. You all are forming a really good, solid connection, though. Oh, you know what? Okay. This is one of those types of connections that I don't think you'd be able to walk away from, even if you wanted to. Even if you got scared and tried to walk away, I don't think you'd be able to. I don't think you'd be able to. This is one of those types of connections that, yeah, it's not a maybe. You and this person are supposed to come together, at least for this time. Is this your life partner? Who knows? I'm not making that call. But for the time right now, you're not together with this person by accident at all. Okay? At all, at all. All right. Well, let's see their true energy and intentions. Let's see how they feel about you. What do they want from you in this connection? Six of Swords reversed. This person, I feel like, is hung up on the past. Yeah, okay. They're actually a lot more vulnerable than you know. Oh, see, they feel it too. They feel it too. For those of you who came to this reading wondering whether or not the new person still feels as intense of a connection as you do. Yes, they do. Okay, but this person, I feel like, is very vulnerable. So what do we do as a natural, you know, response to vulnerability? We go cold. Go cold. And we make it appear as if we don't really have any emotions. And we just kind of turn that off because we don't want to give anybody access to our emotional buttons that they could possibly push and use to their advantage, right? But yes, they are feeling a very intense connection. Again, this is going to be, this is one of those types of connections that, yeah, you wouldn't even be able to walk away from this. Neither would they. Not right now. Not right now. Okay. And they feel it too. They feel it too. They have a lot of insecurity issues, very low self-confidence, no self-esteem. You may intimidate them a little bit. Maybe. See that a lot here lately in these new connections. See that a whole lot. Why do we got all these people getting into relationships with insecurity problems? You know that's not going to fix that, right? I don't know who needs to hear this. You know that if you are broken, lonely, and insecure, a relationship is not going to fix that problem. It's going to make it 10 times worse. You know that, right? Somebody needed to hear that. Relationships are not a cure for loneliness and insecurity. Just like alcohol is not a cure for your problems. Going to the bar and getting wasted is not going to make your problems go away. It's going to make your problems worse. It's going to add to your problems. Same thing with relationships. Whoever needs to hear this, I'm not pointing fingers at any person in particular, but I just know somebody needs to hear that. If you're broken, if you're sad, you're lonely, you're insecure, you got trust issues, and you go jump into a relationship, it's going to add to that problem. That is going to magnify that energy. Trust me. That's not what relationships are for. No, it is not. So I kind of feel like, I see some disagreements happening between the two of you. I do see some disagreements. I see at least one little argument, disagreement happening throughout the month of June. Okay, I do. I feel like this person is making the offer, like whatever the next level is. Maybe y'all are just talking and somebody needs to make the decision, are we official? Can we change our relationship status? That whatever the next level is, I feel like they're hinting at that, but they are not coming all the way out. And like, they're kind of beating around the bush is what this feels like to me. Kind of beating around the bush a little bit. And I feel like as a result of that, there are miscommunications between the two of you. And I see at least one disagreement, one conflict between the two of you. The Emperor, okay. But I don't see separation, though. I do feel like this is a slow, it's a slow, gradual transition from the old cycle into the new cycle. Okay? Slow, gradual transition. We got to get some advice for this. We got to get some advice. Advice. What's the best advice for Gemini and the new person? Best advice. Woo, take it slow. Take it slow. We are not in a hurry to be together forever. Did you hear that? We are not in a hurry to be together forever. I would feel very safe betting that the overwhelming majority of you watching this video are looking for your last relationship, right? Last one. I would really, really hope that the overwhelming majority of you have a lot of life left on this planet. Hopefully. You never know. But so that means you and this person are going to be together for a while, hopefully. Ideally, it's going to be a while. So what is it that we're in a hurry for? What exactly are we trying to rush? There's Rabbi again with another super chat. Thank you so much. What is it that we're trying to rush? You trying to rush the end of your life to get here? I'm trying to kick back and enjoy it, man. I'm going to tell you what, in 2022, time is flying so fast. It's already flying fast. We don't need to do anything to make it go faster, Okay, so be sure that you are as honest, open, and transparent as you can possibly be. Okay? Do not be afraid of this person judging you. Don't be afraid of that. Don't worry about that. If I tell you something about me and you judge me, I don't need you in my life then. Simple. Very simple. Very, very simple. This is who I am. How you react to that tells me everything I need to know about whether or not I need you in my life. Very simple. See, the universe is real simple, y'all. Super duper extra super simple. Super simple. Be as honest, open, and transparent as possible. Not only that, but do the best you can to provide an environment where this person feels safe to do the same. See, if I want you to be open, real, and honest with me, I have a responsibility. Yes, I want to be open, real, and honest with you too, but I need to provide an environment in which you feel safe and comfortable opening up and expressing yourself. See what I'm saying? When you're around me, I need to provide the vibes. I need to put the vibe off that there's no judgment here. I'm not judging you. We have this moment moving forward. Whatever happened back there in the past, I'm not judging you. I am not judging you. I am living proof that your past has nothing to do with your future unless you make it. You can have your past create your future, in a good way or a bad way. Just because you were this person in the past does not mean that you have to be this, that, and the third in the future. Nope. I'm not judging you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So if you still feel insecure, paranoid, and scared around me, that's your problem. That is your problem, not mine. Because it's very blatantly known that this is a judgment-free zone here. Judgment-free zone. It's very blatantly obvious. So if you're still too scared to open up, that's your own issue that you got to deal with yourself. But I am not going to tolerate you being a fake, two-faced liar because you have insecurities that have nothing to do with me. Just, you see where I'm coming from here? You have insecurities, that's your problem. You got to deal with that shit. And you're not going to use that excuse, oh, I'm just broken from something that happened to me in the past. What's that got to do with me? No. I better see some work put in on that, Take it slow and relax, okay? And Rabbi, again, thank you so much for that super chat. Anyway, on that note, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that my Gemini friends needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love and the support and the positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.